Welcome to the Commercial Lease Kickback. I'm Eleanor Curry, a commercial real estate broker and attorney, and every week I'm sharing some of my 15 years of experience in negotiating commercial leases to make sure you sign an amazing commercial lease. And today we're here talking about the HVAC system, which is pretty important in a city as hot as Houston. If you're unfamiliar with the term HVAC, it stands for heating, ventilation, and AC units. So it's a pretty big deal because it talks about how do you cool off your space. Now, the expense for that, if you're responsible for the repairs, can be extensive. So you want to make sure that you're prepared for it because Houston is the most air-conditioned city in the world. So lots of AC units, lots of expense if it goes down, and you want to make sure you know where you stand. My first tip is to make sure that you have it inspected before you take on that responsibility. You want to know exactly the status of that AC unit. Has it been repaired recently? How old is it? Is it in need of maintenance? Is it in need of repairs? All of these things are important questions that you need to ask before taking on responsibilities if that is a part of your lease. If it is, or if it's not, or if you're negotiating that with your landlord, the second tip is to make sure there's a maintenance contract in place. It can really work to keep the cost standardized for you, as well as do any pre-care needs to make sure that the maintenance is ongoing and not just things that are coming to the attention because it's broken. And the last tip when it comes to that is have an open and earnest conversation with your landlord and try to cap it if you can. You can do so by having a set amount that you would pay in any given year, or making sure that you consider the term that you're going to be in the space. So if you have a 5-year lease, but the system calls for a 30-year replacement or a unit that will be good for 30 years, maybe you're just prorating the amount that you pay for what your responsibility or what your term will be. All of these things can really work to make sure you keep the costs down when it comes to HVAC, and you're well prepared for any costs that do come up during the term of your lease. Stay tuned every week as we talk about important tips for you negotiating your commercial lease, and make sure you go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or any issues that you want us to highlight, make sure you send it on our way and we'll feature it in a future episode.